Hi, this is Psych Readings by Andre, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder that our show listings and times and all that wonderful stuff is on our website on the front page at secondreadingsbyandre.com. So make sure you go there, check it out, see where we are and when and how and everything else that you need to know. Let's get started with the show for today. Now, the question is, because now we've got all the ETFs going off like crazy. If you've been paying attention in the last little while, Fidelity just put out their ETF. It's actually on their website already. So go look at fidelity.com and go to the website. It's already listed on the front page of their website. So awesome stuff. That means many of the other ETF current projects are going to be unleashed in the next little while. And we'll be talking about that in the next little while. But with everybody's mind on the Bitcoin ETF, should you buy ETH? What do you think? I think so. Because as we know that BlackRock and many of the other firms that are out there are thinking of doing an ETH ETF. So getting in now would probably be very good thing to do. Not financial advice, of course. I'm not a financial advisor anymore. But just saying. Okay, but let's throw some cards down just to see where ETH is right now and everything going on in the Ethereum world. How are they doing? They're struggling a little bit with some of the programming and all that sort of thing. We got Bob Job with his new logo. Hello, Bob Job. Now, it seems that the Ethereum is gonna be a little bit. They were standing still, but I think they're going to be taking off in the next little while. And I think it's going to be enhanced by everybody buying the Bitcoin and all that wonderful excitement about the Bitcoin, Ethereum bull run and all that sort of thing. And I think people are going to be starting to look into Ethereum. Now, when the next bull run starts to happen in a big way, we had the small bull run. Now we're looking for the big bull run, which I mentioned is going to be coming very, very soon. I believe that Ethereum is good. This is okay. And for those people who so a lot of that money is going to be going into ETH. This is what happened in our first bull run that me and the wife were involved in. We did our Bitcoin, and all these other coins started to rise, and it's because everybody wants to get a little bit of diversity and all that sort of thing. So I believe this is the moment in time. If you're thinking of getting any type of Ethereum, then that would be the time before the price really pops. I think it got up to $3,000 Canadian today. People are going to be not focusing on all the negative things that are happening with Ethereum because they're having a little bit of situations with the programming and stuff like that. And I already predicted this, and they're going to be moving on beyond that and correct many of those things. People are too quick to judge things. Oh, they're having trouble. Get out. No, don't do that. They will correct the situation very quickly. And I do see that they're going to be sitting on top of the world in the next little while. Ethereum is probably one of the better cryptocurrencies to get into. So should you buy ETH? Yes, of course. Not financial advice, of course, but you do what you want to do. Let's get into the next thing. Hopefully we got a lot of good questions on the board. as we're waiting for more people to show up for today. Somebody in my comment section on YouTube asked the question about CRV long term. How are they going to be doing? I'm just picking up that they're going to be doing okay overall. I don't think it's going to be a big going concern for the next little while, because everybody's going to be focusing on Bitcoin and Ethereum and not Litecoin, XRP, Chainlink, and Bitcoin Cash, I think, is where everybody's mind will be in the next little while. But with all that, a lot of the other cryptocurrencies are going to be going up along for the ride with the Bitcoin bull run. Of course, all the alts will go up as well. And this is normal behavior for a bull run. In bull runs, everybody's a genius when they invest. Okay. So I'm picking up CRV is going to be having, they were having some troubles. They're going to be getting over that. This is the Three of Swords, which is reversed. So they were having some situation where they couldn't get past it. And I just believe that they figured out a way past the particular situation by going around. The money is going to be going opposite to what it was. I think it's more tied to the fixing of the situation, the health of the blockchain. And I'm also picking up that it's also going to be going up because of the Bitcoin bull run and all that sort of thing. And whatever confusion what there was with CRV is going to be alleviated. This is the confusion card, if you're wanting to know, but it's reversed. So I guess there was some confusion going on with CRV in the last little while. And I think that'll be rectified in the next little while. So CRV long term, I believe, is going to be really good. Okay? So hopefully you got some, and if you got some, keep sitting on it and don't sweat. Okay? ETF time. Now, a lot of things going on in the world today. We had a little bit of a downturn in the last little while, and I did predict that in the last show that it would crash for ETF-related thing. I thought it was them being denied and all that sort of thing from Gary Gensler. It was an article that came out by I believe it was a magazine or something like that, which got all over the place, and everybody reacted to it, right? You have to remember, everybody right now is very tense, and they don't know how to relax and sit back and have a cup of coffee, watch a kitty cat. I actually have a cat in the bag. Don't let the cat out of the bag. We got one of those Olive Garden bags where you carry your stuff home, and they've claimed it. So there's that. Don't let the cat out of the bag. So let's throw some cards down for the ETFs going right now. It looks like a lot of them are going to be going through in the next little while. But let's have a little bit closer look on what's going on with that ETF and make sure that we're getting more questions on the side panel here. Okay. So we got a little longer of a show. I know Bob Job usually has lots of good questions. So I think they're going to be getting past this particular situation, and it is many of them are going to be going through, maybe not tomorrow, but it could be the next day or so, or the next time. Everybody's waiting for that price to pop. It's a farmer in the fields waiting for his money to grow. So that's where many of the companies that are doing the ETFs are waiting on. And there's Goldman Sachs now. When I heard that, oh boy, interesting times. And there's going to be a lot of backstabbing amongst them. So this is going to be pumping up the price quite a bit. There's going to be last 15, 16 companies that I've counted thus far that are wanting to, well, have enough cryptocurrency to do ETFs. And when new cryptocurrencies come out, when they're farmed, they're going to be fighting tooth and nail with one another for the best pickings when it does come out. So I do think it's going to be coming out a little later than everybody thought. Okay, it will go through. It's just there's going to be a whole, and we got to wait for Gary Gensler to say something, and I think he's going to be trying to save face in some way. I was just wondering if he's actually going to come out and tell everybody in person or send a memo or an email thing to everybody. Sorry, I can't be there in person because I'm too embarrassed by all this stuff. But I do think that everything is going to be having a lot of little victories with Gary. He's not going to like it, but he's been given a deal he can't refuse. Okay? So I think he's been actually talked to by someone above him. And now he's going to be behaving himself mostly. And I think that's going to be changing around. But I don't think he's going to be making an actual appearance for quite some time. So that'll be funny when it does come out. But I do believe that it's go time for all the ETFs. If not tomorrow, very, very soon. Okay? Let's get into the next thing, if there is the next thing. Oh, yes, Sam Bankman-Fried. Pretty much what I had saw many shows ago when FTX was a thing and everybody thought the world was going to fall apart because the fall of the FTX. And of course, I told everybody at work, calm down. It's not our first rodeo in Bitcoin land. So Sam Bankman-Fried, I did the prediction that he would get off very, very lightly. And this is what's actually happened. They're not going to go through any of the where all the donation money went to that he gave out to politicians behind closed doors. So they won't be getting into that. So they're going to be lessening his sentence, and they're going to be giving him a nice luxury 3-bedroom prison with a pool and everything. So I remember everybody was wanting, oh, he should be locked up in the biggest prison, blah, blah, blah. And I said no. People in his position, multi-billionaires, do not pay the consequences of their actions by us necessarily. But in a roundabout way, karma will get him. Okay? It won't be by our hands necessarily. It'll be through some other means. And he'll get what he's owed. Okay? So let's get into the chat. I think that was the last thing that we were talking about. Oh, UBI. Forgot about that. In Canada, we're going through some wonderful things from our government, and I got to be careful about UBI, which is Universal Basic Income, and I think that's going to be brought out to the rest of the world in some form or another. Here in Canada, they're saying that we're going to be getting about $2,000 a month, that sort of thing, and they're going to be voting on it in 2024. So let's throw some cards down, see if this is going to be a thing. When or if it comes out. Okay. If it does come out, it's going to be completely ruining Canadian financial system because you keep pumping, putting yourself into debt by giving everybody that $2,000 a month. Our economy is going to go right down into the shitter. Well, let's throw some cards down. If they are going to be doing that UBI, I know they're thinking of doing it around the world as well because of hard times, and this is how they're going to sell it instead of actually fixing the problem. So let's have a look. I think the health of this particular situation, I think they're going to be getting close, but they're going to be putting it aside for whatever reason because of other things that are going to be coming out into the news, into this the light of day, and it's going to be stopping them from doing this particular situation because nobody's going to be trusting them at all. And I got that all from the one card. It's not going to be going through. They're not going to have the money, and I think the Bank of Canada is going to tell Justin Trudeau to knock it off and do things right. And I don't think he's going to be around long enough for all this stuff to happen anyways, because he's going to be replaced in the next election. So it's very short. It's his way of trying to stay in and buy votes. That's basically what it is. He doesn't care about people. He just only cares about staying in power. Okay? And there's going to be a whole bunch of legal stuff that are going to be rammed down on top of him because of this particular situation in the next little while. Will it happen anywhere else on the planet? I think there's going to be a couple countries that maybe even UK is going to get some type of UBI, maybe parts of Europe, that sort of thing. If it hasn't gone through already, it's going to be coming into the form of the CBDCs. Okay, so you got to sign your life away, get the CBDCs, and that's the way the money will come to you. But it won't be for a long period of time. It's going to be very, very short when the people in the UK start to do their thing and go against this particular situation. Okay, let's get into the chat. Will NFTs come back as a popular thing? NFTs as the board monkeys and all that sort of thing. I think that will come back, but not in a huge way that it was, because everybody got crazy. It's kind of like the crypto kitty thing all over again. Everybody wanted a crypto kitty back in the day, if you remember those days. And now you don't hear anything about them. So I'm thinking that a lot of the NFTs that you may have bought, the price probably will not come back to where you may have bought it at. But the concept of NFTs and what you can, it's basically a contract, right? And I still see that NFTs as documents or pictures are something that you need kept safe is going to be really big business. Okay, so Filecoin, anything along those lines that did the original NFT, but not as pictures, but as documents, will be a big thing. Let's throw some cards down to see if board monkeys will be back, or what board sailor monkeys or whatever they were called back in the day. Board Ape Club, that's what they were called. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be coming back anytime soon. I think not to the extent that it was. I think that's going to be 4 or 5 years from now when it's going to start to really get back into fashion, and they're going to be doing something different with it and all that sort of thing to make it interesting again and exciting and all that sort of thing. But it's going to be 3 to 4 years until that actually starts to happen in a big way. right now, I think most of the cryptocurrency market is more focused on getting the Bitcoin and the ETFs and getting all that rolling along before they concentrate on NFTs and that sort of thing. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Andre. A very happy new year. Thank you. You too. Will Kaspa be a top 10 crypto this bull run? No. Is it a long-term play? Picking up no. Just the top of my head, psychic impression. What's the wife say?
I thought you were going to say yes.
Oh. She says yes, I say no. We got a cat in the bed. He's probably sleeping. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to do all that well in the next little while. Short term, get it, get in, ride it up, get out. As what was it called? Warren Buffett says, when the tide goes out, we'll know who has their swim trunks on. He's pretty much talking about the market being up. Everybody looks the same when the tide is in. But when the tide goes out, you'll see who still has their swim trunks on. And I think Kaspa may not have their swim trunks on at the end of the big bull run. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. And maybe some disturbing images in your head. Hi, will reef or amp or shib be the best multiple in 2024? I'm gonna go with shib for 2024. There's a lot of talk about shib, and there's going to be some things that are going to be happening with shib in the next little while that's going to be making it more exciting than it was before. Amp or reef, nobody really talks about them except for us. Let's just throw some cards down. So that is the reef. That is the naughty card. And this will be the ship. And that's the amp. Okay. Oh, all kinds of destruction in the beginning of SHIB for the 2024. We got the tower card. Oh boy. It's going to be short term though. At the very end, we're going to have sunny days. And everybody thought it was going to be a long journey to get from total destruction to where they're having good fun in the sun. It's going to be a very short journey to get there. A while. So don't do knee-jerk reactions when the ship price goes for a little bit of time. Okay? It will come back, and if you're smart, you put some more money in there. Not financial advice, of course. But I'm thinking SHIB is going to be the better of the bunch. Now we got AMP. I think that's the AMP line. Confusion. Rocking a hard place. And all your hard work is all for naught. Okay? So the Three of Swords is not a good card to get. Means there's your goal, your goal, and something coming between that, and they're going to be falling flat on everything that they're doing for the next little while because of confusion. So the people working on the project may be all over the place, may not have really good leadership at the moment. So I think for 2024, I think they're going to be having a hard time. Not necessarily programming or anything like that. Could be the team members not congealing in the right way. Okay? And we got the last one there. We got the reef. I think they're going to have a lot of ups and downs, and a lot of people are going to be put off by it. Okay? Because it's not doing all the wonderful things that they expected it to do. So it may be, if you're sitting on it, keep sitting on it. If you're thinking of getting into it, maybe a good time at a nice low price that it's going to be coming down to in the next year or so, and just sit on it from there. I think that it's going to be going up from there. But if you're going to pick from one of those three, it's going to be Shiba. Okay. Hopefully that answers that question. Bob Shab again. Hi, Cliff. Hi, recently stated 200,000 USD max BTC before constitutional money. It's going to go way beyond that. I could see that. I think there's something I was watching the other day where they're thinking of actually putting the new cash system on top of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin would be the major money level or layer, like gold back in the day, and then you would have something riding on top of that based on Bitcoin. Maybe that's what they're talking, or he's talking about. Food for thought. Hopefully that answers your question.
I hope that's the Saturday show. Or just answer yes or no.
No. Lockups? No. We'll discuss it on Saturday too. But will UK follow Canada? Rejection of UBI. I think UK will probably get into it for a short period of time just because they need something. Unfortunately. Okay? So hopefully that answers that question. How will Celesta TIA do this bull run? Okay, very good or awesome. Top 30? Question mark. Well, they're on top of the world health-wise right now. I think they're going to be doing okay in the next little while. It's not going to be a very quick rise, but it's going to be doing okay. And I think it's going to be sitting in a good position. I don't think top 30, but it's going to be very, very close to that. Okay? So it's going to be good. Ooh, thank you for the $10. Craig Hamilton predicts decline for BTC in March and June. Do you agree? Craig Hamilton, that's Parker guy? I think no. I do not agree with it. I never have. He actually acknowledged me on one of his videos once. But no, I don't agree with him. Thank you for the $10. Hi, can I have a card? Okay, here.
Give her 3.
Oh, give her 3. Okay. No problem. That'd be a cool trick if you could do that right through the screen. I'm being goofy today, I know. It's all the ETF talk I was listening to today at work. A little giddy. something with the health is going to be plaguing for the next little while. So just be careful of diet, that sort of thing. Make sure you get into a proper physical activity if you're not already. And I think there's going to be something else that's going to be coming along and helping you out with that good diet for the next little while, because many products are changing and you might have an allergic reaction to something that you would normally eat. Now they've changed the formulation, or it's a different brand or whatever. They might have different stuff in there. So just be careful. Money is going to be not that bad for the next little while. There's going to be a lot of information coming from other people that you know for good business or job opportunities coming your way. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Later, after constitutional money, won't crypto be like multiples of silver? Plus, won't crypto stay same price for years then? No. I think that it's going to be continuing to go up, especially Bitcoin. Other cryptos might stay the same, but Bitcoin will continue to go up because of how it's designed. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Do you think Mana crypto will do well this summer? Can't wait till summer. You got what? 3 months left? You just started winter. 6? Oh yeah, Canada, we get 6 months of winter. Yeah, it's going to do okay for the next little while. I think the health of it's doing pretty good. It's at an end cycle for whatever reason. So whatever it's going through right now, I think that if it was going through a rough time, I think it's going to be changing into something much better for the next little while. Probably attached to the bull run. You have to remember, a lot of the cryptocurrencies that are out there will be affected by the bull run in a big way. So this is why I said previously that everybody in a bull run is a genius when they're investing, because everything goes up. Okay. I think there's going to be some new legal thing that's going to be coming in, and it's going to be changing them to a better product for everybody. Okay. But it's going to take a whole lot of hard work. So summertime, it'll do good. Thank you. Any thoughts on HBAR and how it will perform this bull cycle? I think it's going to be doing much. HBAR is a pretty good project. A lot of good things going for it. And I think it's going to be going great guns in the next bull run, as is most other cryptocurrencies. I do see it going to be going through some trials and tribulations. More of the formalities behind the scenes and how it's written and all that sort of thing. It has to improve its end user case on how it's used. I said this a long time ago. Now is the time when you look at cryptocurrencies that have a really good use case. Okay? Just not, Peppy coin or something stupid like that. Look for actual coins with some utility to them. And I think they're going to be changing that behind the scenes where it's a better product for the person that's getting it. Okay? So overall, I think it's going to do very, very well. Will BTC back constitutional money? That's the rumor. And it would make sense. It'd be like using gold back in the day to back your fiat currency. So Of course, this is just a rumor. And I heard it, I went, yeah, it could be. It's better than anything else that they're putting out there, or will be putting out there. I don't think it's going to be, according to the cards, I don't think that's going to be a thing. There's going to be something else that's going to be coming out that's going to be for the constitutional money, probably backed by other assets. Many of the currencies that are going to be coming out in the next little while will be based on commodities. And that'll be the third version of money that's going to be coming out after the CBDCs and all the other junk that they're going to try to pull on us. Then we're going to be getting into the currencies that are actually backed by things. They're going to go the way of the BRICS nations that have, where their currency is actually backed by stuff, not hot air. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. That was the last question for today. Thank you for everybody for showing up today. If you like personal reading with me, make sure to go to sacredreadingsbyhenry.com, where all that information is there. If you look, English now. If you would like a personal healing by my wonderful Reiki master wife, that information is also on our website as well. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in this crazy time, we have the Treasure cold storage wallet on our website, on our affiliates page. And if you should happen to purchase one from there, know that we make a little bit of money from that purchase. Okay, with that said, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.